we are going to be solving a problem with advertisement channel to sales revenue. So this is for a business. So over time they've been advertising on TV stations, and they spent this amount of money in dollars. On radio station they have spent this amount of money in dollars, and in newspaper they spent this amount of money in dollars, and the sales they yielded for this month, for these are for different months, and the sales they yielded, this was $22.1 return on investment, and for the next month they got a $10.4 return on investment, and they invested lower on TV here, average here and average, and they got this amount of investment, and they've not been able to get a very high margin on sales amount ever since they've been pushing serious advertisement across the TV stations, the radio stations, and the newspaper section. So the business wants to optimize their move and make a more interesting data-driven decision, to see how they can tweak their budget allocation to maximize the amount they're going to get with sales. Beautiful. Before we jump right in building a model off of this, we can already see this are the independent variable and this is a dependent variable, because this and this, we're going to be solving a regression problem because these values are continuous values. They're continuous values, they're not categorical values. I would like us to check this out also from Autogon's GPT. Show me some interesting statistics from this dataset. Okay, so we can see the mean of each item there and the standard deviation, and yes, we can still see the correlation which we have gotten already. Okay, let's quickly dive right into building our model from this data set. So I'll just copy this name of the data set here, and I'll head down to my project, and I'll click on creating a new project, advertisement channel to sales revenue. Yeah, very important. Making data-driven decision, telling which channel the business should invest the most to maximize the return on investment. Good. So on Autogon AI, on Autogon platform, there are different tools you can use in building powerful models. There's the Studio Wizard and there's the Studio when you're building models. Studio Wizard is an auto ML tool, while Studio is a no-code AI IDE that gives you all of the power and all of the flexibility to do whatever custom tasks you're wanting to do. But on the auto ML channel, we can build simple to complex models within 3 steps. Less than 3 steps. So for the sake of this video, we're going to be leveraging the AutoML channel, and we'll select existing data sets, which we just selected right now, and so let's give this some seconds. Okay, so we can see how each variable, level of importance, and the TV variable has the and the sales. So the TV investment so far is contributing highest to the sales, but we're going to get to the model builder first to properly validate this thesis, but we can see not just TV, even the radio as well. Yeah, so let's just take the next step, and we're going to be selecting a regression. I've told us why it's a regression problem. And yes, what are we trying to predict? We're trying to predict sales. So we are going to write sales forecasts, and I will hit on the train button. I will give this some time to load up. We can see our model is done running, and we can see the error plots, and from this we can see the R square value of 0.97, which is a very accurate model with a very low level loss. We can already see the way the best fitting and the real identity is actually fitting on each of the prediction values. So that's y prime and y pred, which is a very good indicator that we have a very great model. So beautiful. Now the next thing we're going to do is to quickly run some prediction off of our model and see what is the likely amount of sales we're going to get, and we'll see how we can boost how much the return on investment we get for the sales based off of playing with each of these parameters. Good. So now I will open the data set. So here's the data set. I have it open here already, and we can see the TV spend, radio spend, newspaper spend, and the sales. Good. So for us to inference to try to get the sales, we're going to take all of this independent variable and use it to inference our model to try to determine how much value we're going to get for sales. So we can see here we have sales return on investment, sales amount of $22.1. So we're going to take all of this, you copy it, and we'll take this and go inference our model. And the cool thing is, on Autogon AI you can't inference directly with what you've copied. We have to convert it to a data set. So we would click on quick predict advertisement channel to sales revenue, and we'll click on create data set. So this is one of the ways you can turn your copied string into a test data set. And then we select one dimension and we generate a data set. Beautiful. We click on this and we copy it, and now we can come right here to prediction to inference our model. We input the link that was generated and we click on predict, and good thing, our model predicted a 22.1, and if we look at this 22.1, beautiful, our model is actually highly performant. So we are going to play with this other one. So this one, the sales return on investment sales was $14.9. I'm going to play with this, and we convert this to a test data set, one dimension. We copy this and we inference our model, and beautiful, our model predicted a 14.8, and what is this? A 14.9. So our model is actually very accurate. Okay, good. So now we have a very highly performant model that accurately predicts based off of past data sets that it has learned what is going to be the sales value. Let's do just one more. So we copy the a record that has 8.7. So let's quickly create a data set off of it, and let's see what our model is going to predict right there. Copy this and we update the test data set and we click on predict, and we got a 9.6. So our model is actually very accurate. It has learned the patterns of this company's advertisement history, and it can predict futuristic or current. futuristic occurrence as to the sales that's going to be getting, return on investment on sales that's going to be gotten. Okay, so now we have our model built. Beautiful. The next thing is we are going to create a pipeline from our model, so it's easy for us to inference our model from our back office or through an API. So we just call this sales forecast pipeline. I'll just paste this here, pipeline, and I'll create a pipeline. Good. So now we have our pipeline created. Beautiful. So now we can go right straight to quick predict, and we select advertisement channel and sales revenue, select the model that was built, create a data set, so we can inference this data set to try to get this amount of sales. And by the time we click in this and we click on generate data set, we can then input the link that has just been generated. Pipeline, select the pipeline that was generated, and beautiful, our model predicted 825.3, and what's here 825.4. so our model is actually very accurate, very accurate. So let's do one more prediction. So we'll pick this other independent variable for this particular observation, and we create a data set of it, select one dimension and generate data set, copy the data set, select input link and update it, and we run the model, select the pipeline again, and we'll click on predict, and our model predicts a 17.2. Beautiful. So right now we have a very highly performant model, and we have been able to create a pipeline and inference our model through the pipeline. So the next thing I'm going to show us is how to do this via an API. So I'll copy the same data set. I already have a Postman collection opened, and I'll update the data set right here, and I'll come pick up the pipeline. And to copy your pipeline, you simply need to select your project. So this is our project we have just created, view details, and you see the pipeline we just created. You copy it and we go straight to Postman, and we update the flow ID, and we hit on send, and beautiful, we can see our prediction already. And if we check the value, 17.2. so this is how we can inference our model straight away from our API, and we can always connect our back office through the API or through Autogon SDK. So beautiful. I've just shown us how we can build a powerful model, a powerful regression model with a high accuracy in less than 3 steps, leveraging Autogon AI. Thanks and bye for now.